Hey everyone, it is Saturday, April 8th, and this is my last day in Seoul. Well, last night in Seoul at least. I fly out tomorrow morning. And I thought for this one, I'll take you through the Airbnb that I'm staying at. I'll do a quick rundown of the room, and I guess you could call it a review. But I want to start just by showing the area where I am. This is in Jongno, and that's an entrance to Jongak Station on Line 1. And it's really hard to find a better location than this for a stay in Seoul. At least for your first time, I would say, as it's quite close to a lot of things. This would be kind of the traditional downtown Seoul, although there are many central business districts throughout the city. And the Airbnb is located right around the corner from here. And straight ahead is the Cheonggyecheon stream. But you're also in close walking distance to Myeongdong, a famous shopping area, and the big palace, and Cheonggyecheon, of course, as well as Insadong, and you could even go to Samcheongdong, and many other areas. And this area where the Airbnb is really comes alive at night. There's a lot of bars and restaurants and entertainment venues in this area. So it does get a little noisy here at night. But I've never had any problems getting to sleep. And the streets, as you can tell, are kind of narrow. And there's a small 7-Eleven here. A couple of neat little coffee shops just on the left, although they don't open early in the morning. But I recommend going to that mini stop if you need anything. It is much bigger. And I booked an Airbnb as hotels at this time were very expensive. Speaking of which, there's a hotel that costs about double right now what the Airbnb costs. I'm in this building right here. It took about an hour and 15 minutes or so to get here from the airport. I just took the airport train to Seoul Station and then connected to Line 1. And I'm up on the 9th floor. So the top 4 floors of this building are apartments, and then you have Pinkville, whatever that is, on 5F, and Terrace in Skin, another strange name, on the 2nd floor. And building security is pretty good. There's this keypad here, so the floor has a code. There's the other units, which I think are Airbnbs. I've seen people who look like tourists coming and going. Then you just slide this up. And I still haven't remembered the code. Success. And this is it. And it pretty much looks like the pictures from the Airbnb listing. And you're probably wondering the cost with the cleaning fees and all the other stuff. It worked out over 3 nights to $87 Canadian. I think it's a pretty fair value, especially given the location. And the door locks as you close it. There's a lot of cupboard space up front. They give you little slippers there if you need them. I never even unpacked and bothered to use the stuff, but ironing board, iron, that's just a towel I've used. There's garbage. So we'll take a quick look through the bathroom. This is an Asian style bathroom. Well, it's a little bit better than the old school ones. At least you have a divider, but everything from the shower just goes all over the floor. So you're supposed to wear what they call shower shoes. I've never understood why they just don't extend these things out a little bit and put a lip on the ground just to keep the water separate, but a lot of the really old apartments here don't even have that. My first ever apartment had like a laundry machine right under the shower head, and like everything just got soaked. And you'd have to hide the toilet paper or that would get wet. Plenty of towels, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, hand soap, and face cleansing foam. And they give you some fluoride-less toothpaste, which is the normal here. I just use my own. Everything else you see here is mine. Spare toilet paper, lots of little towels, and a blow dryer. And an outlet so you can charge your phone while you squat. Well, I guess that's really more for like a blow dryer. And you're not supposed to flush things down the toilet, but I don't think a little bit of toilet paper has done much harm. And there's a fan, of course. So that's it for the bathroom, although you will find you have to turn the hot water on. So this controls the heat. So if you want to use hot water, you just press that button and you can toggle it here and you can turn the temperature up or down here. So there we go, I've got the hot water on and it'll heat up to 43. It gets plenty of hot, or it gets plenty hot. And this, I believe, is the in-floor heating, which I have not used. It has not been cold enough to justify that. Table for doing some work. On that note, before I forget, the Wi-Fi speeds are okay. Down is 30 and up is 30. It's been enough for me to upload some videos. These chairs, not very good. There's a washing machine. I never used it. But they do give you detergent and I'm assuming that's fabric softener. And a little cutting board and some knives. And these machines do also dry your clothes, but when I lived in Korea, I had a machine just like this, and they don't really dry them, they just kind of make them hot and soggy, so I would suggest not drying your clothes in there. Small microwave I never used. I haven't seen one with actual knobs like that, probably since the early 90s. Small fridge. Just got some water and juice down there. That's all I used it for. I never understood why in these small fridges they don't put the freezer on the bottom, since you're going down pretty far just to use it. The bed. Pretty hard and springy, but the bedding was clean and comfortable. So given what I paid, I can't really complain. And there's a futon as well. So if you're having a big sleepover party, although the Airbnb rules, I think, say no more than 2 guests, but who's really checking that? This weird light thing, which I just turned on for the first time. You get a fan. In Korea, they believe in this weird myth called fan death. So all the fans, at least they used to by law, have these weird timers on them. Just go down that rabbit hole one day. It's really bizarre. But no, it's not necessary, and it's total bullshit, of course. You can't die from having a fan on in the room. You get a small, crappy TV, never used it. There is Wi-Fi, of course. And I think there's a Wi-Fi puck. And this is weird. Like, what the heck are you going to do with this adapter? Or this one? These are maybe things that other travelers have just left. I don't know. It's bizarre. A lightning cable. I've got one of these things. These things kind of suck because they barely hang onto the wall, and then as soon as you plug something in, they just like fall down. But they did give you one good one. This one, which is what I'm using, and I brought one of these too, fortunately. So I had two because Korean plugs are different from what we use in Canada. There's another towel. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, it looks like the pictures in the ad. Oh, and you can pop the window open. There's the Cheonggyecheon stream just down there. So this will be by far, I guess, the most basic accommodation I'm staying at on this trip. So I'm kind of looking forward to moving on and getting into some nice hotels and that sort of thing. Well, nicer. And the staff room, if you're curious, just the heater, a little stick vacuum, and a drying rack. So would I recommend this place? If you're okay with just having the bare bones along with a little kitchen, I would say the location alone, combined with it being relatively affordable given the cost of hotels here, I wouldn't hesitate again to book this place. Whoop. At least if it was at a time of year where hotel prices were up. There are tons of Airbnbs in this area. A lot of them are booked. But again, if it's your first time in Seoul, I would recommend staying here. It's really super convenient, and then maybe trying some other neighborhoods on your subsequent visits after that. Like I used to live in Gangnam, and I would much rather be in Gangnam personally just because I'm familiar with the area and I think it's better to live. But if you're just here to explore, it's really hard to beat this neighborhood. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. We'll take some points off for the wear and tear, a few little stains. It's clearly a bit beat up, but that's, to be honest, that's all built into the price. So you get what you pay for. I don't even know what those controls over there do, but yeah, solid place, very, very affordable, and check-in process was simple. I was sent all my codes to get in and the Wi-Fi password well in advance. I've had no need or reason to reach out and contact the Airbnb host. There's the garbage, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this quick review / tour of my Jongno Airbnb in Seoul. I'll be doing a few more videos like this on the trip, and I think I'll do one big video that combines all the places I've stayed at on the Johnny Strides channel as well. Anywho, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this place, let me know down in the comments below. I'm still running on fumes with very little sleep. Hopefully I'll be a little more with it in the next one. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.